Very good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Warm wishes to all present in the class. Great. So, we had started the journey of OOPS classes, objects, instance variables, local variables, making them private, setters, getters, this keyword, constructor, fundamentals of programming. And we have stopped our journey till the constructor. So those who are new to the class, maybe try to understand. If not, you may have to watch whatever you have we have already covered in our classes. Then only it will make sense for you to understand what is happening here. It is the part 2 discussion of constructor topic. Fine. Before this, we have discussed so many concepts. It is a part 2 discussion of constructor concepts. Great. Now, let the class be more interactive, guys. Constructor name is same as that of the class name. Will not have any explicit return type. Is that clear to everyone? Whenever we instantiate a class, whenever we perform instantiation, object creation, whenever instance is created, object is created. Is there any difference, guys? Instance created, object created, instantiation, object creation, any difference? Just high five words. Great. When constructor is invoked during the object creation, when we create an object, constructor is invoked. Example, we have a class here, class demo. And I'll instantiate this class. I will say new demo. This is object creation. Object is created here. Here you are giving the name. Left hand side is reference creation. Object creation is only this much. Now, when you create the object, this is a call to a constructor. If there is a call to a constructor during the object creation, and if programmer has not specified the constructor, will there be any default constructor present in the code? Yes. Wonderful answers. Let me give a name to it and I'll give it as demo. What if I create one constructor which is a parameterized constructor? Will there be any constructor in this case? One already parameterized constructor is there. Will there be? No, no default constructor. Thank you so much. This is what I was expected from all of you to understand further. Let's understand few more things about the constructor. Then I will start a new topic. Okay. This is the last thing which we have understood. Okay. Great. Wonderful, dear friends. I'll go here. Okay. This is also we have understood. Let me take this example and I will go further. Great. I will comment this part for now. I have commented. Great, wonderful, no problem. I will comment this part. Okay, let me comment this part for now. Dear friends, there is a call to a constructor. But as a developer, have you included any constructor in your class as a developer, as a Java coder? No. In that case, behind the scene, is there any constructor? In that case, behind the scene, is there any constructor? Yes. All of you know that. No problem. It's very easy. That is what we had stopped our discussion. Correct? Now? Now let me progress our discussion. There is a call to a constructor. Java developer has not included any constructor in your class. default constructor will be included. Correct? Now, if there is a call to a constructor, I'm getting an error here. Why I'm getting error? There should be one constructor, right? My dear friend, Java compiler or JVM will include one default constructor. Whatever JVM is including, is it parameterized or zero parameterized? It is zero parameterized. Right now, I'm making call to parameterized constructor or zero parameterized constructor. I'm making call to parameterized constructor. So if you make a call to zero parameterized constructor, and if Java developer has not included any constructor, only then the default constructor will be included. Is that clear to everyone present in the class, dear friends? All of you? Can we create multiple constructor in a class? Can we create a multiple constructor in a class? What is that called as? Constructor overloading. Great. Let me go ahead and take one more. You know the scenarios. Okay. Let me go ahead here and say launch constructor 2. Constructor 3. This is example. Anyway, the learner is also constructor I have taken. Uh, Kindly practice codes, guys, whenever we explain. No, I know the way you are answering the class shows that you are understanding it. I'm very glad that you're understanding. But no one can become a programmer by understanding it. If I teach you how to drive a car, you will understand. Can I call yourself as a programmer, no, driver? Unless and until you sit in the driving seat and drive, give some attempts, will you be calling yourself as a driver? No, right? Similarly, if you see someone swimming, it's very easy, right? Nothing's there. You have understood, but go and jump in the water, you'll drown. So what I'm trying to say is understanding the concept is 50%. It will give you confidence. Remaining 50%, how much code you write will make you programmer. So minimum expectation from all of you from this entire course is to practice whatever we are coding. At least same example, code it. Minimum. And if you have a time, practice little more. Think of some scenario in your mind and try to code it. It will make you programmer. It will get you in the zone of programming and it will give you confidence. Fine. Huh? So make sure you do. If you want to become a programmer, see code, read code, write code, read code, write code. Understanding will come by default. Let me take one more example. I'll take a normal demo example. Okay. I have a demo here. Okay. I have a demo. I will take integer type of A, or maybe I'll say a number 1. And I will say here integer type of number 2, or maybe number 2. Since the data type is same, one common data type we can specify. No issues here. Okay, now I will go and say here demo. I will say system.out.println. I will just print to check the control flow. I'm writing this, guys. Whatever we are explaining, it's matching or not. Parameterized constructor. Zero parameterized constructor. After which I will write one more constructor. Demo. Whatever code you want, you can write except the return statement in a constructor. Okay. Inside this, I'm going to accept integer type of num1 comma integer type of num2. Okay. I'm going to say this dot num1 equals to num1. This dot number2 equals to number2. This is not any variable. It's just number1, number2. That is the meaning. Okay. System dot out dot println. I would like to say here two parameterized constructor. Okay. After which I'll go here and say, I'll say demo type. I would like to say here int is a type of number one. And I will say this dot num1 equals to number one. After which I'll say number two equals to some 44. I will say system dot out dot println. I will say one parameterized constructor. Why you are adding here only one value? Why here two values? Why here no values? There is nothing randomly. I'm just adding it just to show you the control flow. Here, I'm not achieving anything except to show you the control flow here. My choice randomly. I have coded it. I have not even decided I will write the code like this just to show you the control flow. Right now, guys, how many constructors are there in our classes? How many constructors are there? 3. Having multiple constructor with the same name, different parameters is called as? Is called as? Very good answer from all of you. Great. Wonderful. I want you to understand this really well, dear friends. Okay. One point you note down, or maybe you have to print in your mind. Okay. In Java 22, they are making changes. In the recent Oracle Java session, when I have attended with Naveen sir in Bangalore, they told Java 22, Java 23, what they are making, because of which whatever I'm telling slightly changes in the latest 2024 version of Java. But 25 years of journey of Java is same what I'm telling you. Okay. That means 99.9 Java developers has this understanding only, whatever I'm telling you. What is that if you ask me? Every constructor, whether it is zero parameterized, parameterized, single parameterized, default constructor with JVM is including. Whether constructor included by JVM behind the scene at the runtime, whether as a developer I have coded the constructor, whether it is zero parameterized constructor, parameterized constructor, doesn't matter. The first statement, the first line of your constructor, always there is a super method call. Example, in constructor number one, I have hard coded it. In constructor number two, constructor number three, or if JVM is including, if as a developer, if you're not hard coding, are you in the constructor number two, constructor number three, from your naked eyes, have you seen any super method call, guys, in the first statement? Have you seen it? No. Whether you see or you don't see, behind the scene super method call is present. Making sense, everyone present in the class? Behind the scene super method is there. Whether you, here I have hard coded, super method is there. In the constructor 2, did I hard code? No, super method is there. In the constructor 3, did I hard code? Super method is there. So the first statement of any constructor, it is always super method call. Now, what is the use of super method call? Super method call is used to call parent class constructor. It is there to invoke parent class constructor. Now, my dear friends, I have not even talked what is parent. I have not even talked what is parent class constructor. If I say something now, it will be meaningless. If you have attended my 10 classes so far, you know I don't give meaningless English words. I don't believe. If there are anything which in future classes reference, I say I will not believe in English words. In future, I will tell you. Future in the sense, this week, once I introduce the concept of inheritance, there is a topic I am going to discuss. Name of the topic is constructor execution in case of inheritance, so that you can understand what is parent, what is child, what is parent class constructor. Is it clear? All of you? No, I will tell you, Aditya. I told you to forget, you should forget. Whatever I want you to know is two things. You know that. Whether I write, if I don't write, what is the first statement of every constructor, my dear friends? Super method call. Super method call. This is parameters are there. What is the duty of super method call? To call parent class constructor. It seems for you now, because you don't even know what is parent class. So if I say some words, it is just words now. Parent class constructor. What is parent class? What is not? This Thursday or Friday's class, I'm going to discuss one topic. Constructor execution in case of inheritance. You'll get crystal clear dot clarity on that. Great. In one case, the first statement, super method call, will not be there. Let me summarize. If I write, if I don't write, whether it is a default constructor, whether it is a hard coded, the first statement of every constructor, it is always super method call. Even if I don't write, tick mark to everyone. In one case, only in one case, it is not super method call. What is that one case? If there is a this method call. If there is a this method call. What do you mean by that? I will just go here and say this. This and super, both of them has the conflict. If this says, hey, if super is there, I will not be there. Super says, if this is there, I will not be there. And both of them have to be in the first statement only. The super method call, this method call, can you have in second or third or fourth or anywhere? No, first only. Now guys, super method call I have hard coded. In the second constructor I have not written. But behind the scene super method call is there or not there? It's there. Whether you write or you don't write. But this method is not default. As a developer, you have to hard code. By chance, if you're hard coding this method, in that case, super method call is not there. Now guys, out of three constructors, in one constructor I have hard coded, in one more constructor I have not written, in one more constructor I have written this call. Out of three constructors, in how many constructors super method call is present? In how many constructors? Two constructors. Sai G and Sai G corrected now. Sushma, below Sushma, who is there? Anusha, are you able to see red button on your screen? Hey, shouting like anything, you're telling one. How many methods, guys? Super method call is present. One I have hard coded. Anusha, please see here. One I have hard coded. What did I say for 20 times today, Anusha? 20 times I have shouted what? If I write, if I don't write. Is there any constructor here or not, Anusha? Is there any constructor here? Is there any? Yes. Exactly. How about here? How about here? If this method is there, will there be any super method? Everyone in the class? If this method is there, super method. Super method will call parent class constructor, it seems. And you told that on Thursday or Friday you will discuss. Okay, I'll believe you. You have discussed earlier also. I will wait. But what is this method call? This method call also I will explain detailed in case of inheritance what happens. But right now also I can discuss this method call. Right now, one or two examples I will tell this method call. Remaining examples, constructor execution in case of inheritance topic. This method will call constructor of a same class. This method will call constructor of a same class. Now guys, this method, are you passing any parameters here? Are you passing any arguments here? Do we have a constructor of a zero parameterized in the same class? Yes. Great. Understand this, dear friends. I will say here demo type demo1 equals to new demo. Okay. And inside this, I will pass 4. After passing 4, please see very carefully. I will say demo.demo1 dot display. I want you to understand to the best of your ability. And really well. I would like to just go and add the program. Okay. Done. Let me give a good coloring. Okay, done. My dear friends, understand kindly. You're creating one you're creating one instance here, and you're calling one constructor. Are you calling a parameterized constructor or one parameterized constructor? One single parameterized, right? From here, control would go to this, only this. Other constructors will not be called. Based on the previous class understanding, this is what it is, correct? Step number 1. What are you passing? 4. 4 you are passing here. All right. I have heap area here. One instance is getting created. We have 2 variables, num1. We have one more variable, num2, 0 default value. Now you're passing it. One instance is getting created. Please see very carefully, guys. All of you present the class. For demo also stack frame gets created. That means for constructors also stack frame gets created, guys. Any activity to get executed, it has to be on the stack area, which you'll understand eventually. Guys, first line control comes here. This method call is there. According to me, this method call means what? According to me, what did I say about this method call? It will invoke constructor of a same class. That too 0 parameterized. From here, guys, control would go here. Step 2. Before executing the body, you're calling this. It will go here. Super method call, it will go to the parent. It will come back from the parent. What is parent? I will tell you. Then the remaining body, one on your monitor screen, you'll get the message 0 parameterized constructor. The first message. After which there are no more lines here. Control would come back wherever it has come from. Control would come back. The remaining lines will be executed. To the number 1, you're assigning 4. Number 2, you're assigning 44. Then you're printing the message 1 parameterized constructor. 1 param constructor will be printed on your screen. And control come back here. To this, you are creating one reference variable. Address would be given. Demo.display. Display will be called, and you're printing whatever data is there. That means 444 will be printed. Now, guys, even though you're invoking single parameterized constructor first, but first, which constructor is getting executed? Which constructor body is getting executed? 0 parameterized. Why so? Why so? Because of which method? This method call. I'll go here. Let me execute this program. Right click, run as Java application. Guys, am I right? If you notice the output on your screen. So according to me, what did I say? This method will call constructor of a same class. Great. Wonderful answers from all of you. Let me take one last example. After this, the continuation of this method, super method call, will be discussed in constructor execution in case of inheritance. Last example, I will take it. The last. New demo, I will pass 4 comma 5. I will say demo 2 dot display, and in between I'll give one divider in the output. At least let be there is a divider. Oh, great. I will go here. I will go here. I will include this. I will pass here num1, whatever I'm receiving, the data I will pass. I will stop. Guys, if there is a this method call, will there be super method present in the constructor number 2? No. I will give the control flow. Those who are listening, they can understand. After, if not, you can watch the recorded video and part 2 clarity in this week on Friday's class. Because what is inheritance only I have not talked. Okay. 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 Let me go back here. I'll go back. I will add it here. I will add it. I'll go back. I will say this. I'll go back. I will make it white. Great. Could you please tell me why 17th line is not executing when we have single parameterized? Line number 17, why it is executed? Which line number 17? What is not getting executed, Raghavendra? What is not getting executed here? You're telling that this white is not getting executed, this constructor. Okay, maybe ask at the end, okay? Now, please kindly see here, guys. Everyone, focus is the key. All of you present in the class, kindly focus here. I have spoon feeded whatever training I have done so far. It is a wrong way of training. Spoon feeding I have done. Still, if you don't focus, definitely there will be a problem. Kindly understand this. Step by step, with acknowledgement, I have gone ahead. There was not a single point without acknowledgement. I went ahead. Okay, now I am creating instance here and calling parameterized constructor which has single parameters. From here, control will go to such a constructor which has one parameter. 4 will come and sit here. Anyone and everyone in the class, any issues in this part, please see tick mark. Every step tick mark. Can a tick mark? Everyone? Tick mark. If there is a this method called super will not be present. Super is not there. This method means it will call constructor of same class. So 0 parameters constructor of a same class it will call. So it will go here. Super method means go parent, come back from the parent, that history is fine. Whatever message is there on your monitor screen, one message 0 param constructor will be printed. Great. Kindly see here. No more lines are present here. Control would come back to wherever it has come from. Control would come back. After which, whatever you have received here, 4 will be assigned to the number variable. On your heap area, inside number 1, 4 will be there on your heap area. Again, number 2, on your heap area, 44 is there. And one message is there, one param constructor on your console, one param constructor is executed. From here, control would come back to wherever it has come from. You are creating the reference, you are calling display. When you call the display, value of num1, value of num2 will be displayed. This history is fine. 1 star is printed. So far, so good, dear friends. So far, so good. Everyone, all of you. Can I move ahead? If you all permit me. Now you are calling one more constructor which is having two parameters. From here, the matter go to a constructor which is having two parameters. You are passing some data here. 4 you are passing, 5 you are passing. First line super is not there, this is there. This such a constructor, this means same class constructor which is accepting one integer type of value. From here, control would come back to this. Yes, no, maybe, dear friends. All of you. From here, it is the same story. This method means again zero parameters constructor. One more time, what you will get? Zero param constructor. Then the remaining body will be executed. Then you will get one param constructor. After executing the full body, again control go back here. Then the remaining parts will be executed. Two param constructor. So if I instantiate this, all three constructors are getting executed. Yes, no, maybe. I am calling one constructor, but how many constructors are getting executed? All constructors of a class. How this is possible? How this is possible? This method call, which is constructor chaining. Now, by creating one instance, is it possible to invoke multiple constructors in a class? I will create one object, but I will call multiple constructors. Is it possible? Yes, possible. All present in the class? Yes, no, maybe. How that is possible? Because of this method call or super method call. Super method parent class, this method same class. Have you got one idea about this method call, dear friends? Have you got one idea if you have listened to me? More on this alongside the super method call. I will take 3 more examples. The 3 more examples I will discuss in the concept of inheritance in case of, or you can say constructor execution in case of inheritance. What is super method call? Super keyword is also there. Like the way we have this keyword, no? Super keyword is also there. What is that? Super method call means what? This method call means what? All of that discussion we will have this week at the end. So this part 1 discussion of constructor, can I tick mark, dear friends? All of you? You got the clarity? Can we move ahead if you all permit me? Okay. Great. Sir, please repeat after one parameterized flow. In which case? In case number 2 or case number 1? Ankita. Case 2. Ankita, you have to answer quickly. No wasting of time. From this constructor, this method is there. From here, control come here to this constructor. Agree? From here, you are calling again this method. So zero parameters. From here, control go to zero parameters constructor. Agree? Whatever code is there, that will execute. Control come back to wherever it has come from. This only. After this method call, body is there, remaining body that will get executed. Agree? After this, from wherever control came to this constructor, it will go back. That means control came to this constructor from here. It will go back. So after this method call, remaining body is there. That remaining body will be executed. After remaining body, control will come back and you're calling the display to method. The display to method will get executed for demo 2. Is that fine now? Let me execute this program, dear friends. Right click, run as Java application. Am I explaining as per the understanding, guys? See, 0 parameter, 1 parameter, 2 parameter. I'm invoking one constructor, all the constructors are getting executed. So fine, dear friends, all of you. Great, great. Fine. One last example, then I will discuss the new topic, brand new topic. What is the purpose of constructor overloading? There will be many situations wherein you may have to run multiple constructors. When you create one instance, so many things should happen behind the scene. Not just that, not just that. There could be scenario wherein you may have to create multiple instances of same class. Are you understanding? Yes, yes, Shweta, I will discuss. Multiple instances of same. There is a scenario wherein you may have to create multiple instances of same class. In that case, constructor overloading will help. Example, you have a plan to build the home. If you have one blueprint, you can create 10 homes also. But all 10 people have a privilege to add some extra things as per their need. So based on your need, that type of instance you can create. Okay. Practically, you'll understand going forward. So you need not to worry on that. We're going to develop so many applications. So you will understand. Last example related to setters and constructors, which will acknowledge your understanding. Okay. I will say here launch. Great. I will say here methods and constructor. Launch, setter, constructor. I'll say here setter and constructor. Class name, because some of you requested to give the class name. With the name, you can understand what code is written there. I will go here. I will go here. I want you to understand it. I want you to understand. Great. Huh. Let me create one class. Any class name you want, you can give of your own choice. Maybe I'll give your name. Finishers. Okay. All of your finishers. Finishers means you are attending the classes to finish the course. It's easy to start the course. It's easy to start the course. Very difficult to complete it. Remember this point. And that is the reason I have given your batch name as finishers. And I want you to finish the course. I will give here private integer type of ID. Private. Okay. I'll go here and say string type of name. Private string type of city. Instance variables are ready. Any issues to anyone? No, no issues. Great. After which I will create one constructor finishers. Finishers. Zero parameterized constructor is there. Nothing is present here. Zero parameterized constructor I have written. Let me just print one control. Zero param constructor. Zero param constructor. Okay. Zero param constructor. After which I will write one parameterized constructor. I will say here finishers. Finishers. I will add here integer type of ID, comma, string type of name, comma, string type of city. Okay. It will make sense. I will say here this dot ID equals to ID. This dot name equals to name. This dot city equals to city. Done. Dear friends, maybe I will just print system dot out dot println. I will print maybe one param constructor. Okay, or maybe parameterized constructor. Okay. Dear friends, if I write here public, is it a return type? Is it a return type? Actually, is it a return type? No. Just increase the accessibility. Great. I will remove this. I will remove this. Okay. There is an option here. Kindly see here. Right click, source, Alt Shift S shortcut. Generate setters and getters. I will generate setters and getters. Before I generate the setters and getters, let me generate. Right click. I will say here source. Generate using superclass. Zero parameterized constructor. Zero param constructor ready. Did I coded this? Did I code it? No. I'm just giving one body just for the control flow purpose. Zero param constructor. Okay, great. I'll go back, right click, source, using fields. All done, dear friends. See here, super method is giving, Eclipse is giving super method by default by hard coding for us. Parameterize constructor. Parameterize constructor. Done now? All of you? I will go here, right click. I will say generate, generate, setters and getters. Setters and getters. Setters, getters are also ready. All of you present in the class, yes, no, maybe, dear friends, all of you. Done? Tick mark. All right, all right, all right. I have one question to you, everyone in the class. What is that if you ask me? I have one variable called as integer type of age. Behind the scene, one age is created. You're giving 16. 16 is present here. At a time, a variable can hold how many values? At a time, a variable can hold how many values? 1. I will say here age. Once alongside data type I have specified, I need not to specify data type every time. It's declared already. I will say 17. So now inside age, 17 is there, 16 is there. 17 is there. Old data gone. I will not show memory map. I want you to tell me answer. Very good answer from all of you. Good acknowledgement. Same way I want acknowledgement in the Spring Boot microservices, not just in core Java. I want you to focus on same acknowledgement to be there in the microservices also. At the end of the day, you are here to become developers. Developers means Spring Boot microservices. Java we are learning as a prerequisites. Real-time use of Java is using to develop the application, that is using the Spring Framework microservices, right? So there I need your acknowledgement and energy. Here it's fine. Here you just make a habit of acknowledging. That's it. Great. Wonderful answers. Wonderful. I want you to answer me this. What is the class name I've given? Finisher. Finishers. Okay. Finish starts type F1 equals to new finishers. Finishers. Okay. After which I'll say F1 dot set ID. I'll give it as 1. F1 dot set name. I will give it as Rohan. F1 dot city. I will give it as Bengaluru. Done, dear friends. After which I will make a call to getters. I'll make a call to getters. F1 dot get ID. I'm printing whatever it will give me. This history, whatever I've coded so far, any confusion there, guys? Whatever I've coded so far, any confusion? Very simple. It's same old story, right? This though we have understood already. Why are you doing it? Understand this. Okay. Very good answers. Same old story. Let me give one divider in between. Okay. Let me give one divider. Okay. Let me execute this code, dear friends. See, we are getting it. No problem. That means the data is getting added. Wonderful. After which I'm going to create, dear friends, finishers. Type F2 equals to new finishers. I will not discuss memory. Keep memory in your mind and answer me this. 2, comma, I will go with Rohit. Okay. Finishers. Spelling is wrong. Finishers. Okay. Rohit, comma, I will say here Mumbai. All right. Fine, dear friends. System.out.println F2.get ID. Okay. System.out.println F2.get name. I will say system.out.println F3.get. Sorry, F2.get city. What is the output here? Is there in your mind, dear friends? Whether constructor, guys, it will also set the data. It will also set the data. Time of setting is different. Here during the instantiation, will there be any data setting to the data members? No. Here in this second object, during the instantiation only the data will be given. Apart from the timing of the data insertion, any other difference? I'm getting the output. Here. Here, I'm getting the output. No problem. Great. After which I'll go here and say, I will say here F2.set ID 3. F2.set name. Again, whatever I'm explaining right now, I may ask this question in one topic next week. Association topic, I'll ask this question. Association topic, I will teach you in a way, Spring Framework you'll understand in one class. In the next week, once I discuss the association, no, I will teach you Spring Framework without teaching Spring Framework. If you attend that one class, Spring Framework is over. Entire Spring Framework funda you only understand in the core Java. That too, within 1 month of core Java, you have understood core Java also, you understood the Spring Framework also. That part I will not discuss. Please see very carefully. I will go and say here Bengaluru. Okay, great. Great. Now, dear friends, without Spring Framework, I'll teach Spring Framework. That is the goal right here. And real time, everything should be. Tell me, guys, create memory map in your mind. And I have given one disclaimer before discussing this example. I want answer. What will be the output in these 3 lines? Most of them are telling option 3. Why? Okay, guys. I have constructor, I have setter. Which will be executed first? Constructor or setter? Constructor. So inside this data members, what data will be there? What data will be there? To Rohit, Mumbai. Tick mark. After that, I'm calling setter of same reference variable, same instance on your heap area. Same instance is getting called. I'm setting 3 Virat, Bangalore. Old data will be there or new data? If I call getters, what will be printed? Rohit Mumbai or Virat Bengaluru? So my question to all of you, if I perform setter injection, constructor injection, what is injection? I will tell you in association. Dependence injection. For now, you understand. If I perform setter injection, constructor injection, at the end of the day, which data will be given? Setter. New data will be given up. What is later being added? Example is simple here. Earlier 17 was there. First data will be there or new data will be there always. New data. I'll go and run this example. Run as Java application. Is that clear to everyone present in the class? Yes, no, maybe. Everyone? Any issues to anyone? No issues? All good? Mhm. All good, huh? No issues, sir. Not a problem, huh? Wonderful answer. Now I have to discuss one concept of static and JVM operation. We have half an hour time. I want continuity in the static keyword. Static keyword is very, very, very crucial, very, very important. I need two complete classes. So Tuesday, which is tomorrow, Wednesday, which is day after tomorrow, we are going to discuss the concept of static keyword and JVM architecture. After 2 days, Thursday, I'm going to start the concept of inheritance. Thursday, Friday, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it will go inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction continuously. After which I will discuss the concept of interfaces. Two classes I need. After this, I'll discuss the concept of association, Spring Framework without knowing Spring Framework. You will understand Spring Framework, entire funda, without even you knowing what is Spring Framework, without touching Spring Framework. And then we will understand Lambda expressions. We'll get into exception handling, threading, collection, stream APIs, generics, maps, enums, annotations, other new features, new changes. Right now, Osama and Shweta, I think reminded, let's do the ternary operator that was pending. Okay. I will do the ternary operator right now. Right click. I will write a class. I will say launch ternary operator. One operator was pending, right? It is important and I had not discussed it due to many reasons. How many of you know if else ladder, guys? All of you? In case of if else ladder, every block will get executed. I have two numbers, dear friends. Integer type number 1 equals to 14. Integer type number 2 equals to 4. I want to check which is the greater number. I will say if in case number 1 is greater than number 2. If that is the case, I will announce here system.out.println number 1 is greater. Correct? All of you? Else, if number 1 is not greater, by default is number 2, right? I will say here number 2 is greater. Great. Done now. If I run this application right now, what will be executed, guys? If part or else part? If part will be executed. Thank you so much for your energetic response. All right. For 15 days, we may extend core Java classes if I have to teach new features also. Okay. Based on it's a dynamic live class. You tell me, I will teach. For me, what? If you're ready to sit for 1 week extra, I will teach you 2 weeks extra. I'm here to make you understand. There should be some impact in your life. Okay, great, guys. No problem. Same thing I can write using the ternary operator using single line. What is that? I will check if in case number 1 is greater than number 2. Please see very carefully. Is number 1 greater than number 2? I am checking. Is it greater? Please see very carefully, guys. This is normal semicolon. Please see. If number 1 is greater than number 2, if this is resulting in true, dear friends, whatever is there before colon, that will be executed. If this expression is resulting in true, whatever is there before colon, whatever you write, that will be executed. And if this is resulting false, whatever is there after the colon, that will be executed. That will be returned, actually. That will be returned. Example, if number 1, I will just give here num1. If not, I will give here num2. Please see very, very carefully. Everyone in the class. And whatever the total resultant, I will collect here. Integer type of result. Num1 is greater, or I'll give the message like this. Greater number is, I will increase and give it as num1. Okay. I will say here, greater number is, I will print here num2. Similarly, I am collecting here, I will say here system.out.println, I will say here greater number is, whatever is the result. Right now, guys, before colon part will be executed or after colon part, based on the expression you can see on your screen. Before colon or after colon? Before. So I'll go here and run this. Of course, I will comment this part. It's not needed now because I'm going with ternary operator. Is it compulsory to use ternary operator? No. Based on the need, what you want to go. Greater number is 14. Are you getting it? Now let me make it 44. Tell me, guys, before colon will be written inside the res. Res I'm printing. Before colon wala will be returned or after colon? It will return some value. I will say right click after colon. Run as. Yes, no, maybe. Everyone present in the class? All of you? Any issues to anyone? No issues? It will return some value. If this is true, it will return. There is a return time here. It will return this value. You have to collect it. If this is false, it will return what is there after the colon. Okay. Based on the type, what you're returning, the type you have to collect here. Okay. Sometimes based on some condition, you may have to collect the value. In that case, it can be used. Like the way if else, if there are multiple conditions, can we use it? Example, right now, assume we have one more number. Integer type of number 3 equals to maybe 4 right now. Which is the greater number among this? Which is the greater number among this? 3 numbers are there right now. 3 numbers are there. I will check if number 1 is greater than number 2. If number 1 is greater than number 2, I have colon in between. This is the end. Semicolon means end. Something I want to understand. If not, something. So let me just do one thing here. Before I write this, I would like to write like this. Guys, see here. If it is greater, directly I will not announce. Again, I will check the condition. If number 1 is true, only then if block control will come. All of you agree on this? If number 1 is true, only then condition will come here. Now I will check if num1, if it is greater than number 3 also. If it is greater, then only I will tell you. Else, I will tell number 3 is greater. Anyone has any issues in the code we can see on your screen? Yes, no, maybe? All of you? If number 1 is greater, control will come inside this. Since I have one more number, I'm checking. Is number 1 greater to number 3 also? Here I can show it is greater than number 2. I'm cross-checking if it is greater than number 3 also. If it is greater, then only I'm announcing. If not, I'm telling number 3 is. Else if I'm checking is number 2 is greater or what? Are you understanding, guys? Again, I will check else part. This entire headache, why? How I can write, please, here. If number 1 is greater than number 2, before colon part will be executed or after colon? Before colon. So right now we have number 3 also, right? Right now we have number 3 also. Right now we have number 3 also. So here, don't you think I should check? I should check if number 1 is also greater than number 3. I should check this, right? Yes, no, maybe. If it is, then I should return number 1. Else I should return number 3. All of you present in the class? Yes. Guys, if number 1 is not greater than number 2, before colon will be executed or after colon? After colon. Don't you think here I should check if number 2, whether it is greater than number 3? If it is yes, then number 2 I will return. If it is no, number 3 I will return. All of you present in the class, I will go back and I will collect it into the type of result. System.out.println. System.out. Those who have listened to me carefully, they understood. There is some issue, no problem. You will understand if you rewatch this video. This video is there with you for lifetime. My dear friends, easy to write, but is there any readability in the ternary operator? Is there any readability? Yes, no, maybe. Readability is there. Readability is not there. But if you listen, is it anything, what do you say, complex? You cannot give. Whatever is there after this, you should give. You cannot give that. Exactly, it will not work in that way. It is just similar. Fine. All of you present in the class. No issues. Just remember this formula, guys. In future, if you come across before colon, if this expression is true, after colon, if this expression is false, matter only will be closed. I'll repeat here. Is number 1 greater than number 2 right now? Right now is number 1 greater than number 2? False or true? Is it false or true? False. If it is false, before colon part will be executed or after colon part? This will not be evaluated. Control go here after colon part. In the after colon part, again you're checking, is number 2 greater than number 3? Is number 2 greater than number 3? True. That means after colon part, what will be executed, guys? Before colon. So before colon, number 2 will be returned here. That number 2 will come and sit here. Okay, now one line answer. Which is the greatest number among these 3? You can just check it. Greater number is 44. Fine now? Yes, no, maybe? All of you present the class? No issues? So far, so good, dear friends. Done? Great. Guys, whatever data types I have used so far, are they primitive or objects? Are they primitive or objects? They are primitive. Why? I'm using object means it should start with the class. Class means what is the syntax, guys? Class always start with which letter? Which letter? Uh, Now, since I have 10 more minutes of time, can I discuss one more topic if you all of you permit me? Which I have not decided ternary operator in this topic, but since there is a time, because static I want to start from tomorrow's scratch, there should not be any mismatch between today's and tomorrow's class. I mean, continuation should be there, so tomorrow will start. Since we have time, ternary we have discussed, and let me discuss this also, which is none other than wrapper classes. Fine, huh? Guys, if you want to develop a application 100% object oriented, then you cannot make use of primitive data type. It's like Java is vegetarian, but eats cake which is made out of egg. Java is vegetarian, but eats cake which is made out of egg. There are certain such type of vegetarians available who are vegetarians, but they will eat cake which is made out of egg. That means Java is object oriented programming language. But if someone asks, is it 100% pure object oriented? No. Why not? Because of primitive data type. Because they are not objects. They are primitive. Understanding? Now the question is, can we make Java to be 100% pure veg? It should not eat cake made out of egg also. It should eat cake which is made without using egg. Can we force Java to eat a cake without using egg? There are cakes available these days without egg also. There are cakes available without egg also. Yes, available. So can we force Java to be 100% pure vegetarian? 100% pure object oriented. You should not eat egg also made out of cake. Possible. In that case, don't make use of primitive data type. Make use of wrapper classes. For integer, corresponding class is there in Java, which is integer. For short, corresponding class is there in Java, which is short. For char, corresponding class is there in Java, which is character. For byte, corresponding class is there in the Java, which is byte. For float, corresponding class is there in Java, which is float. For double, corresponding class is there in Java, which is double. Starting from capital letter, all of them are. For Boolean, also corresponding class is there in Java, which is Boolean. So can we 100% fully replace primitive data types and develop an application? The answer is yes. All of you present in the class, every one of you, no issues, not a problem. Great, all of you. Again, can you iterate, please? If you tell me what is the point of deviation, what is the point you got confused, I will tell you. For why to make it 100% pure object oriented, to make your application 100% pure object oriented. Primitive data type makes Java impure object-oriented programming language. Now, how is my question? Wherever int you're using, you have to use integer. But did I show practically by writing the code, Aditya? Did I show yet? So I will show you it now. Did I any concept did I just told you and left out, guys? Without giving the clarity, without practically showing you? Will I do right now? Do you think I will do that? Do you trust, guys? Those who have attended all my 10 classes, do you have trust on me that I will definitely try to give you the clarity? 10 classes. 10 more classes. See, whatever upfront feedback I'm getting on my LinkedIn whenever I post, if you are there on my LinkedIn, you know, you have seen my post. They are not the people who have attended my 5 classes or 3 classes. They are the people who have completed courses under me. But still they respect. That means, am I teaching this only at the start or I'll maintain this till the end? Till the end. I am pretty sure all of you will be happy till the end. Starting is fine. Have you seen, guys, people on LinkedIn? All of them have completed Java under me. Spring Boot, microservices, DevOps, cloud, many trainings they have taken under me. Okay. Let me go ahead here. Where I was here? Integer. Okay. Now please see here. In the process of understanding this, I'm going to teach you something called as boxing, unboxing, auto boxing, auto unboxing. What is that? Boxing, unboxing, auto boxing, auto unboxing. All of you present in the class? Yes, no, maybe. Great. Let me go back and understand with respect to code. I'll go back. I'll say here, launch wrapper classes. Okay. Like this. Int has a byte and then how many, it doesn't have any fix. It is an object. That object, how much ever integer values is there, that will be, there is no object, there is no fixed data. It is 4 bytes only there also, because inside the object, again, there will be a variable which will get created and it will be a 4 bytes. That size will not increase, change. But object size, based on the JVM, the size will change. It will differ. Okay. There is a separate documentation available on the Oracle. And also one more suggestion, guys. Whenever you try to learn something with the documentation, on the internet, so many things available. There are good websites who have done wonderful job for Java, but please don't go there. Go directly to the Oracle. Why? In the good website, 90% chances, most of the work which you can see there is done by interns, freshers, students, all such works of copywriting and all of that will be done by them, not the Java expert. A 20-year-old Java expert will not write that. So if you want something to be sure, and in your company, if someone asks you, how can you write like this? If you want to be confidently say, I've written correctly, then your answer is, I have read the Oracle document. If you say I've read so-and-so website, then they will puk on you. They will say, what kind of developer you are? Some random guy told and you are implementing in our project directly. They will not even accept, even though that is correct or wrong. Okay. Understand this, guys. I will say here, integer type, A equals to 10. Same thing, if I want to make it as an object, I will say here, integer type, I equals to new integer. This is how we create object, guys. This is how we create the object. I will add here 10. But there is no error here. It is not error which you can see on your screen. It is not the error. Let me just print this A. Let me just print this system.out.println. system.out.println I. And let me just, I will say here, I. Hmm. I will say here, I will say A. Hmm. Okay, let me print it. Right click, run. I'm getting the result right. But what is a strike line? Strike line Java says, hey, look developers, if you write this, no problem. But don't do like this. I request, I'll not support you if you write like this. If I write, no problem, but please don't do that. It is deprecated. Earlier, this was there, but now we have a better option. Earlier, this was there, but right now it is not there. Please don't use it. I have a better option for you available. That means it is deprecated. Till Java 5, we can create a integer object by passing the data in your constructor. After Java 5, they told it is deprecated. Why they will not remove it? If they remove it from Java alpha beta version, Java first version till Java 5, lakhs of project would have already developed. And all of a sudden, if they remove some feature, don't you think those lakhs of project will get affected, which has been already coded? In Java, there is a rule to write class like this. After 25 years, if they remove this rule, directly write the name. Then don't you think crores of project which has been developed in 25 years, all of them will get affected? Understanding? So whenever, if there are any problems, if they want to introduce something new, they will not remove what was there existing. They will just tell that deprecate it. From now on, don't use it. From now on, don't use it. There are better options available for it. Fine. Now, what are the better options? Integer type of, I will comment this. Better option is use one method, integer type of I equals to, please see very carefully. I will say integer dot value of, I will pass 10. I'll pass 10. Value of method you have to use. There is no error. Now, guys, integer according to me is a class. How many of you agree? Integer is a class. 100% dot agreement. Using the class name, I'm calling the method. This is the concept of static, which you'll understand tomorrow's class. Very interesting topic. It will make your application object independent, but it is not recommended, but it will make it. So tomorrow's class, how that is possible, you'll understand. Very interesting topic, static. And in the interview, if someone is answering questions related to static, interviewer will not feel comfortable to reject them. He has that much depth understanding. How can we reject him? That's the importance. So do it with the class name also, we can call a method if it is a static, which we'll understand in tomorrow's class. But after Java 5, this is what recommended. From Java 6, you should write like this. Now it is an object. Have you getting any strike line, guys? Have you got any strike line? Tick marker. All of you present in the class. Can I go ahead, dear friends? Can I go ahead? No problem. Now, let me go ahead. There is something called as boxing. There is something called as unboxing. What do you mean by boxing? What do you mean by unboxing? What do you mean by boxing? What do you mean by unboxing? Packed. Oh, oh. Primitive to object boxing, object to primitive unboxing. That means, guys, if I say n1 equals to 10, I will say integer type of n2. I will say n1. N1 earlier is of what type? N1 earlier, it was of what type? It was of what type? Primitive. Right now, N1 is of what type? N1 is of what type? I will say boxing. Boxing means what, guys? Converting primitive data type into its corresponding wrapper class. Fine, huh? All of you? There is something called as auto boxing. Auto boxing. What do you mean by auto boxing? Converting this automatically converting by Java compiler. Right now, guys, are you putting some extra efforts to convert this primitive into object? Are you putting some extra efforts? Are there any efforts? No. No, right? Everyone? Yes, no, maybe. Without extra efforts, you could be able to do it. So it is auto boxing, conversion of this automatically, auto boxing. Fine, huh? Yes. No issues. What is unboxing? What is the opposite of this, guys? What is unboxing? Unboxing. Anyone in the class? Unboxing. Converting wrapper class object back into corresponding primitive data type. Converting wrapper class object back to its corresponding primitive data type. Auto unboxing. Same thing happening automatically by Java compiler. That means if I have something like this, integer type of n3 equals to integer dot value of maybe 44. I will say integer type of n4 equals to n3. N3 is of what type, guys? N3 was of what type? Object type or primitive type? Object type or primitive type? Primitive type. I'm sorry, it was object type, but it is converted to what? Yes. Fine to all present in the class. Yes, no, maybe. Automatically. Same thing if you want to do forcefully. That means you are doing not by Java compiler. How you can do is n3 dot int value of. Are you able to understand this int value message, guys? My method. I will convert this back to integer type of n4. So maybe n5 will give. Line number 23, line number 25. Same thing is happening, guys. It is converting and assigning both. Vasu. Guys, line number 23. You will see that very often Katiza baby going forward in our classes, especially from the collection topic onwards. Okay. I am going to use everything object. For now, you understand, if I want to make my program 100% pure object oriented, I may have to go with wrapper classes instead of primitive data type. This one part clearer. This one part clearer. Going forward from the collection onwards, I will show you practical use of this boxing and unboxing. But right now, understand what is unboxing, what is boxing. Guys, line number 23, line number 25. What is happening? Unboxing both the places. Both the places unboxing, converting object into primitive. N3 was object converted to primitive. N3 was object converted to primitive. But this is what? Auto unboxing. And what is this? What is this? Just the unboxing. You are only doing the unboxing. Understanding? Here I am doing, they're automatically happening by Java compiler. Is that also clear to everyone present in the class? Yes, no, maybe. Right now, what is happening, guys, here? Right now, what is happening in this line number 18? Is it boxing or auto boxing? Is it boxing or auto boxing? Auto boxing. What if I say like this? N, I will say here, integer dot value of, I will give N1. What is happening right now? Is it boxing or auto boxing? Dear friends, everyone present the class. The concept of boxing, unboxing, auto unboxing. Is that clear? Everyone, there is many needs here. You'll understand going forward. I don't believe in English words. What is the concept to understand? I will use them. Right now, if I say English word, what will you do with English words? Never believe in English words. Believe in concepts. And I will show you this by using it practically going forward. Is that clear? I will use them. But now what is boxing? Have you understood? Is the question. A for apple, is it clear? B for ball also clear? Why A for apple? I will tell you. Why B for ball? I will tell you. Did I leave any concept without Y, guys? No, right? So why will I do this here? But right now, one Y is clear, guys. If I want to make my program 100% object oriented, will I go with primitive data type or will I go with object? Object. Now, if there is a primitive value, if I add that to object, will I have to put extra effort or auto boxing will happen automatically? We can do this. Both of them are correct only, no? What I'm trying to say, this is also correct, this is also correct. I'm just telling the difference. Unboxing, auto unboxing, boxing, auto unboxing. That's the difference I'm telling, that's it. Fine now, everyone. Yes, no, maybe. Since people are shouting, let me tell you them, you'll not understand this code. But since you're asking me, I will confuse you guys forcefully. Hey, you believe me, this much I'm telling you should not believe me means go to wherever you want here. Whatever code I write, don't say what I'm writing here. I told you I will tell you in future, but since you are forcing me, I will just show you this. Guys, what is the type it is expecting? Object. But what am I passing? 10. It's a primitive. But what is getting stored? What is getting stored? Object. Primitive is getting stored as an object. Behind the scene, what concept is getting implemented? What concept is getting implemented? Auto boxing. All of you agree on this here? Integer value. But I'm adding primitive. Every data is primitive. What is the default data type of number in Java? What is the default data type of number in Java? Whole number in Java. Int. Int is primitive or object? Int is primitive or object? Primitive. But when you add this, if I say al dot add, see here, integer it is expecting. Integer. That means if you are adding 30 is a number, but storing as an integer object. So behind the scene, what concept is being used here? What concept is being used? Converting primitive to object. Auto boxing. Are you understand? Like these real world scenarios, I will tell you in future classes. What code is that? Don't ask me. Okay, now clearer those who ask me question. Will you show the real scenario in the future classes? What is the concept? Have you understood? Any problem in understanding the concept? Boxing means what? Auto boxing is what? Clearer. If you want to make Java pure object oriented, will you go with primitive or objects? Wrapper or primitive? Wrapper. Objects. Clearer? In the process, we have understood boxing, unboxing. Is that also clearer? Ternary operator, constructor. That is also done. Tomorrow's class, JVM postmortem, followed by static keyword, day after tomorrow also. Tomorrow, the next two classes will end the fundamentals of Java. Remaining actual concepts of Java will start inheritance day after tomorrow. So 2 classes, if you want the fundamentals Java to be clear, tomorrow's and day after tomorrow's class is very, very, very crucial. The most crucial classes ever, especially for the interviews perspective also. Fine. Great. So that's all for now, dear friends. Thank you for being with me in today's class. We will meet tomorrow, Tuesday, Indian time, 7 a.m. and continue this journey. Allow me 2 minutes of time. I will share these files in the chat, after which I'm open for your questions. Any questions if you have, anything if you want to discuss, you can discuss with me. I'm open for it. Allow me just 2 minutes while I just share you in the chat. Fine. I will say here, constructor, boxing, unboxing, ternary operator. I will share this file with you, dear friends, and then I'm open for your questions. Okay. It is finishers. It is oops. It is source. Launch constructor 3 is the topic I have discussed. After launch constructor 3, I have discussed the concept of a ternary. I've discussed the concept of wrapper. I've discussed the concept of constructor and setter. If both injections are there, which one will be given the preference? I will also have discussed the board work, which I have to share with you guys. All right. Trial and constructor. I'll go back. I'll go back. I will say constructor, boxing, unboxing is the concept I have discussed in today's class. Thank you guys for being with me in today's class. It is done. If you have anything to discuss with me, stay back. Rest of you can drop from the class. Thank you so much for being with me in today's class. If there are anything, sir, one question regarding T-shaped skills, I have direct access with you now. Yes, you have, Aditya. That is my own platform, YouTube channel, T-shaped skills. It's my platform, YouTube channel. I am going to upload content there on Java, Spring Boot, microservices, DevOps, DSA very soon. It is in the recording stage. It will be uploaded. Aditya, you want to talk to me? Sure, definitely. Yes, Aditya, please talk to me.
Hello, am I audible, Haidar?
Yeah, you are audible, Aditya.
Yeah, firstly, thanks for giving access and thanks for explaining it very clearly. So on like T-shaped skills, regarding the group, I mean, you have activated it again, you deactivated the community.
No, that is
well
because the numbers were visible to everyone. And that was my personal number. And I had got in one day some 44 WhatsApp messages. And the problem was if I don't reply, they will get offended. But as a human, can I reply everyone at a time? No. So that reason I have just deactivated that group and I've created the channel wherein numbers will not be visible to each other. I can make the announcement. Going forward, if I have any professional number, I will create group once again.
Got it. And also at I mean, at what time can we expect your content? You told you would be giving 80%.
It will not be live, right? Because live I thought of giving, but there was some glitch. Screen is not visible. My voice is only not audible.
Yeah.
So I have talked
Yeah, I
to
was on
Naveen
live.
sir. Naveen sir has suggested me some live streaming applications which I can use going forward. Till I buy that, I will go in the form of recorded. I have already recorded the content. It is in the stage of editing.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
taking help of Telesco team only for the editing purpose. The videos in the stage of editing. This week, content will start to be uploaded in the form of recorded, so that there is screen, voice, and all should be properly there. So I'm just in the editing stage. Okay, it will start uploading from this week itself, this current week.
I get it. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Either. Yeah.
No problem. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Yes, Rupan. Anyone would like to talk to me? Let me know. Is it? It is not mandatory to write super. अगर हम ना लिखें तो default hidden होता है, right? Yes. If you write, if you don't write, it will be there. But what scenario we may have to write? Have patience till I discuss constructor execution in case of inheritance. Real use of super method call. Okay. Great. Sure, Dalip, you can talk to me. You would like to talk to me? Yeah, Dalip, please go ahead and speak to me.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning, Dalip.
Sir, I was practicing a method overloading like you told in previous class.
Okay.
There, sir, I have one like every time like whatever method we are using, like using the reference variable,
Okay.
we are calling them.
Uh,
But sir, actually, I was coding one what we call calc. That
okay.
time I'm getting issue like I am multiply, add, subtract all four. So every time I have to put, I don't have to select. Suppose I want to select only add method, but
Hmm.
in that case I'm not able to select. I have to pass the value.
Why you have to pass this? I have told you in the concept of methods. Please watch my methods videos. Whenever there's a rule, whenever method is expecting something, you have to pass it.
Okay.
If there is a method without any parameters, example, if you have some methods like this, then you can call the adder because it is not expecting you to pass anything. If method is expecting you to pass the arguments, you have to pass it. That's the rule.
Okay.
And watch
So
the video of method once again. You'll get little more clarity. Okay.
okay, sir. One last thing, like sir, in the last, like whenever we calling specific method, so
Uh,
can we call three, four, and select whatever we want? Like suppose one user is there, and we are calling three methods, and he only call one. He wants to call only one. Can we select like that?
if and else you
And
can write it. You can ask user, please, which method you want to do, and then write. If in case if user has selected one, call method one. Then you can develop the logic based on that.
okay, okay,
You can just ask user what you want to do. Add two numbers, three numbers, four numbers. If user says one, please store in a variable and check. If in case user has selected one, in the if block, call the method which is adding one method. If in case user has selected two, call a method which is performing multiplication. Use then as a developer, you have to develop the logic.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I will
Sure.
try.
Thank you. Surinder, what T-shaped skills which we are discussing here? Like the way Naveen sir has Telesco YouTube channel, I have created my own YouTube channel which is T-shaped skills. Okay, so there I have not added any content. Students love. I have more than 2,000 subscribers without content. I have promised that from this week onwards, content will be added there. That's it. And my content will also be there in Telesco. And I see my other old courses are there in some other platforms which are without my permission. Currently, my paid content, my live classes are there only on the Telesco. In the YouTube channel also I have specified that. Okay. Instead of using wrapper classes, why primitive data is cannot be eliminated from the Java? It is related to memory performance. Yes, Vasu, we cannot completely eliminate. I'm a recent college pass out student and I have a good knowledge in core Java and I want some suggestion from you that can I be industry ready in Java, please help me. Yes, you will be industry ready. If you want to be industry ready, you must be strong in core Java, strong in Spring Boot and microservices. Docker, Jenkins, Spring Boot, microservices, which is a part of this course. So it is an industry standard course. And if you are there with us for the next 5-6 months with consistency, definitely you will be ready. Okay. No problem, Kritika. Definitely you can. Not a problem. Anything else to be discussed, dear friends? No. How can we compare primitive? What is that? How can we compare primitive and wrapper? They are not compared. We have two options. Based on the need and situation of the application, you have to choose any one. More on this going forward. When I practically use wrapper, I will talk. Okay, Anil. I've started from the last 3 classes. Where can I access the previous classes? Vasut is there in your course dashboard only. Let me just show you. Allow me a minute of time. Okay. I will show you the course dashboard. Just allow me 1 minute. See, there is enterprise course, right? If you go here, there is something called as Java fundamentals. If I open this, are you seeing these videos? Alongside the date is there, date and topic. Okay, these videos are there. Then oops, fundamentals are there alongside the date. So Java fundamentals we have covered. Then we have got into object-oriented programming. Okay. Complete for Java fundamental, then you got into the object-oriented programming. Fine. Hmm. Fine, dear friends. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with me in today's class. We will meet. It is requested kindly make one short video for Git. Sure, definitely, Usama. I'm on this process. Thank you guys for being with me in today's class. We'll meet again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Indian time and continue the discussion on the concept of OOPS. We will continue with the topic of JVM architecture and static keyword. Thank you so much for being with me in today's class. Thank you all. We have discussed that already in the encapsulation to make variables, to provide them security and to make them access within the class. Outside the class, direct access to the data members must not be there as per the convention of programming. In encapsulation topic, I have discussed this. Please watch the video which is discussed on 23rd 8 2024. Fine now, Vijay Raju. And also discuss on 22nd last part, 22nd 8 last part. Okay. 22nd 8 last part and this part. These 2 classes, it will make it clear. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, every one of you.